right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up the final game of a 3-game series against the Colorado Rockies in Denver, Colorado. How you doing, everybody? Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back for some more baseball. We've got a rubber game here, a game that the Orioles have got to win. The Colorado Rockies are one of the worst teams in the league. We have split the first 2 games. The game we won, we didn't even do so rather convincingly. We had to scratch and claw. We need this win today, and folks, we've got a reason to get a little bit excited because Zach Eflin is back and on the mound starting today. We'll get into everything else here in just a moment. But first, let me say hello. My name is the Birdwatcher, a.k.a. BW for short. That works for me. How you doing? I'm glad you found my channel if you're new. It's no big surprise. This channel is brand new for this 2024 season, starting up back on opening day. I've been covering live baseball, every Orioles game all season long, every pitch, even if sometimes there's a delay or something. I've been here for everything. Got the white shirt on today, by the way. Nice and clean. Nice and fresh. And that's how the Orioles need to come out here today. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, here's the deal. I just want to say hi and to maybe offer you a little bit of advice. Subscribe to the channel, because this is a great place to follow Orioles baseball all season long. We've got a really nice community growing here. The Charm City chat. Get right in on it, and then let me hear from you. Just takes a minute wait, and that's it. In terms of subscribing, it's free. It's easy. It's all that in a bag of chips. Folks, it is currently just a little bit after 2 o'clock in the morning here on my end of the world, and heavy rainfall just started to pound the pavement over here just a couple of minutes before going on the air. Hopefully the weather is not going to cause any issues. But here's today's pitching matchup for this final game. Zach Eflin once again on the mound for the Orioles. Ty Blach, another damn lefty. Man, oh man, we see too many lefties lately. Feels a lot like the first couple of weeks of the season. Eflin with a record of 9-7, 3.72 ERA, 1.14 WHIP. And Block with a 3-6 record, 6.36 ERA, WHIP of 1.70, 92 hits in 63 innings. And his walks are okay, but yeah, he gives up a lot of hits. This guy gives up the hits. Another guy gave up the walks. Arby's has got the meats. This guy's got the hits. Let's get some hits today. There are a couple of transactions to report. By the way, folks, happy September to you. It is September, folks. Welcome to official playoff baseball time. There is a burr in the name of this month that we're in right now, which means it's getting up toward the Fall Classic, folks. The summer is winding down. Tomorrow is Labor Day? So this is it. Thank you, RJ. We had a 5-2 Cardinals lead right before I went on the air. So the Cardinals have added another run. Folks, the Yankees are down 4 runs midway through their final game. If they lose this, they lose 2 out of 3 of the Cardinals. We have a chance to win out of 2 out of 3 and gain some ground, and we must do it again today, folks. We must improve our bust. I will not tolerate a series loss to the Rockies. No sirree, Bob. Not having it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Make it 7-2 Cardinals. Add on another run. So, right, let me quickly get to the transaction and injury report before I get jumped by somebody. Unfortunately, as you might have seen yesterday, Ramon Urias twisted his ankle, and he is on the DL. He is on a 10-day DL, and it shouldn't be all that serious other than the fact that he just needs that amount of time to heal. And so he should be back in September with plenty of time left before the end of the season to get back into the groove. And, yeah, we lost a hot bat there. So there was no need to make an official transaction to put him on the DL because Zach Eflin has been called up. Eflin is going to be starting today's game. Although we could look at it another way. Well, let's look at it this way. Two guys are on the team now to replace... wait, let me get this right. Two guys are on the team because we've expanded the roster. One extra pitcher, one extra hitter. Let's just call that extra pitcher Zach Eflin. Let's call that extra hitter Kobe Mayo, who is in the lineup today. And then with Ramon Urias put on the DL, that leaves a third and final spot open, which I think is only temporarily, maybe only a day or two. But Manny Banuelos, third catcher, is currently on the roster. This might just be a move to buy a little bit of time before we make a more influential move, let's say. We've seen the Orioles do this once or twice before where Banuelos will just be on the team for a day or two. I wouldn't expect much more than that. I don't think he's probably going to make a lineup, but that's the deal. Folks, are we only 2 minutes away from first pitch? I have been just blabbing over here. I'm not really treating this with the urgency that it deserves. First pitch is only moments away. I haven't gone over the lineups. I haven't taken a sip of my coffee. I'm all discombobulated over here. Give me a chance to get into my middle of the night groove here at 2:08 a.m. Right, so that's what's going on, folks. Zach Eflin is back. Dean Kramer is day-to-day. That's the other thing I didn't really mention. Dean Kramer is day-to-day. So he is currently not on the DL, which is very, very good news. And, of course, we've got Eflin back. So we could keep the rotation as is for now, with Cole Irvin still in long relief and Povich still in the rotation. But if if Kramer can't make his next start, if he's not ready, if that arm is still swollen or whatever, which it could be, I think he might miss one start. Maybe Irvin makes a spot start. And then we'll go back to Dean Kramer. Okay, the Orioles starting lineup is this. Austin Slater is going to lead off and play left field. Anthony Santander in right field bats second. Gunnar Henderson's back in the third spot today, shortstop. Eloy Jimenez will DH and be the cleanup hitter. Emmanuel Rivera is all the way up in the fifth spot at first base. Kobe Mayo back in the lineup, back with the team. He's hitting sixth. And the rest of that lineup just escaped me. Cedric Mullins is in center field hitting seventh. James McCann will do the catching today and bat eighth. And finally, Jackson Holliday in the lineup once again at second base batting ninth. For the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar is the shortstop leading off. Brendan Rodgers at second base batting second. McMahon at third base batting third. That makes it very easy. Brenton Doyle in center field cleanup hitter. Michael Togley at first base will bat fifth. Nolan Jones, who I accidentally called Nate Jones about 90% of the time yesterday. For some reason, the first time I mentioned Nolan Jones, the first 18 times, I called him Nate. He'll be doing the DHing today, batting sixth. Jake Cave is in right field, batting seventh. Jordan Beck in left field hitting eighth. And finally, Romo. What is it? Drew Romo? Is it Drew? That's like two quarterbacks thrown together. You got Drew Bledsoe and Tony Romo. I think it's Drew. I don't know. It begins with a D. As most things do, right? It all begins with D, folks. Austin Slater's ready to go, folks. It is the rubber game. Slater in the box. And block the lefty on the mound. First pitch is off the plate, low and outside for ball one, folks. We're underway.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
That sounds loud. Slater hitting 208 on the season. There's a called strike on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. It looks like perhaps this tracker on ESPN is a pitch ahead of me. We'll keep an eye on that. The 1-1 pitch is low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. See, and then there's the next pitch there. So let's just hang out over here for a sec. 2-1 pitch is outside, and the count now 3-1. All right. Not a cloud in the sky in Denver today. This pitch is up and away for ball 4. Austin Slater, take your base.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy? Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, Anthony Santander is up.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
Folks, we are so due to put up like 12, 13 runs today. Just absolutely mash on somebody. Here's a swing and a foul tip of the plate there by Santander. If he didn't tip it, it hit the dirt and bounced in front of the catcher, who looks a little bit shaken up. It did get off a bat, and it hit the mask. Foul tip into the mask of the catcher, who's got the trainer out there talking to him right now. Again, that's Romo, not Tony. BW, I hope Badley can break out of his long slump. BW, but I think he may have the day. Well, yeah, he's not in the lineup. Bruce? Day game after a night game. Normally, catchers will take turns. But Adley not DHing today, so out of the lineup so far altogether. This pitch to Santander is drilled into left field, and it's down for a hit, and it's misplayed out there, which is going to allow the lead runner to get to third. Austin Slater goes to third on a base hit to left by Anthony Santander. Jordan Beck doesn't handle it well. First and third, nobody out, folks. I feel like getting wet early today. I really do. It's time for Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Let's go. I want to just pour it on today. First pitch to Gunnar. In there for a strike. We'll try to hang out up here. I'm keeping my eye on things. 275, 33 average. 275 average, 33 home runs, 78 RBI. He's only 1 for 9 in the series. And this pitch is swung on and missed. I can't have this up. I can't have this up. It's just a split second too quick. We might have to go over back to the Yahoo page today. Thin crowd here on a Sunday afternoon in Colorado. Can't imagine why. They're only 35 games under 500. The 0-2 pitch is low and in for ball 1. All right. Next pitch is lined into center field and down for a base hit. Slater can walk home. The Orioles have gotten the first 3 base runners on. It is 1-0 Baltimore. Oh, I think we're going to be playing a lot of sound effects today.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Gunnar Henderson lines one in the straightaway center. Slater scores. Santander stops at second base. Here's Eloy Jimenez. First pitch to him is right over the plate for a called strike. Jimenez is 3 for 7, including his first Orioles home run in this series. He's got 2 on, nobody out. And the next pitch is inside, 1-1. That's it, boys. Just go out there, relax, swing the bats. Let this thin Denver air do the work. Let's get old Zach Eflin some runs. The 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Yankees are losing right now. Down 5 runs, last check. A good chance to gain a game, get back to within range of that first place of the division. This one's hitting the right field and going to be straightaway right, making the catch and throwing it in. Anthony Santander is going to be able to tag and go to third on this. So it's a productive out for Eloy Jimenez. First and third, 1 down. Jake Cave, that's the right fielder out there making that catch. It's Jordan Beck in left, Brenton Doyle in center, Jake Cave in right, McMahon at third, Tovar at short, Rogers at second, Taglia at first, Romo behind the plate for the Rockies. Folks, Emmanuel Rivera.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
Looks at a first pitch that's called a strike. About an inch or two on the outside off the plate, but Block gets the call. Rivera 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 driven in this series. And there is a ground ball roller. That is a foul ball, I think the umpire indicated. Yes, he did. The play was thrown over at first. Runner was coming home, but that ball was hit right down the third base line and just a bit foul. Rivera with an 0-2 count. Against the Rockies in his career, 21 games for Emmanuel Rivera. He's hitting .359 with 5 homers and an OPS of over 1,000. So Rivera not known for his hitting ability, more known for being a steady defender. Well, like a lot of players, a lot of success against the Rockies. This pitch is just a bit high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Emmanuel Lewis was to have a baby with Geraldo Rivera, all right, 1-2 the count. This pitch is up and in. Almost hit Rivera. 2-2 now. Yeah, it would, Elgood. Hey, I saw already you're just here to hang out. You're normally with PAS. Are you going to be here just to troll? Because I can tell you to take a hike. I don't really care. Hey, I'm here to have fun and hang out and say things like a double play would sure be a shame. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Hey, guess what, Elgood? This isn't your playground. If you annoy me, I'll just bounce you. You ought to know how that works if you hang out on PAS's channel. Why don't you enjoy the ball game? Full count on Emmanuel Rivera. Yeah. This one's hit to second base, to second for 1, back to first, and there's your double play. So there you go. Jeez. What? Jeez, what? You getting called out? How about I'm nipping it in the bud in the first inning? I'm just nipping what you're planning on doing for 9 innings in the bud in the first inning, bud. That's all. That's all I'm doing, bud. Yankees are back to within 2. It's 7-5 Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles 1, Rockies nothing. But hey, man. I didn't want. Yeah, I know, dude. I've been doing this every day now. I mean, I know how it works. All right? Your boy ain't got time for that. Hang out and have fun if you like. So I get to hang out and have fun. I'm not an Orioles fan, but I'll say things like, boy, it'd be a shame if they hit into a double play. I have fun that way. But if the guy doing the actual streaming calls me out and has a little bit of fun at my expense, well, that's just out of bounds. That's not fair. Exactly. Okay. Makes total sense. All right. Makes total sense. Elgood, where are you, buddy? I've missed you. Thought we were getting along. I'm so done. I don't care. This is one of the benefits of doing this at 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't care. Zach Eflin on the mound, making his 24th start of the season, 9-7 record. I should show you one of the comments I got from yesterday. Hilarious. This pitch is fouled back. First pitch here to Ezekiel Tovar, fouled back. Eflin, during his time away, apparently grew a really nice mustache. Did he used to have that? It's mine bad too, Elgood, because I always take it too far. I always have to take it too far. This one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. You're here to hang out, right? Good. I'm glad. Oh, you won't be back. Okay. All right. Well, good to know. I'm glad we at least know where things stand. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Thanks, Elgood.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
I mean, I get it, buddy.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
First pitch to Brendan Rodgers is outside for ball 1. 1-0 Baltimore, bottom of the first. And this one is lined to third base. Kobe Mayo with an opportunity. He gets it to first in time. 2 down. 2 quick outs on 5 pitches for Zach Eflin. Oh, he wasn't a Debbie Downer. He was more of a Donnie douchebag. It's very different. All right. 2 down in the inning. Yeah, hit the like button, Elgood, on the way out. This pitch is fouled away. I think some people are under this impression that, like, yeah, I started the channel because I really, really, really want to curry favor with as many people as possible, tolerate all of their behavior, be a punching bag, whatever I can do to get likes and subscriptions. I'm sorry that that's not the case, folks. I have this thing called pride. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryan McMahon. 2 down, nobody on base. Next pitch is a little bit high, a little bit inside, 2-1 the count. So, you know, what's the expression? We don't need no water, let the mother effer burn. That's kind of how I roll. I don't need the water. Let it burn. It's fine. I'm still here. I'm breathing. Whatevs. 2-2 the count on Ryan McMahon. And the pitch is lined. Second baseman Holiday with a stab on a bounce. Throws to first after a spin and makes the play. Jackson Holiday with a nice defensive play to end the inning. All right.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
It's all in the reflexes. Hey, I usually hang out over on another channel, but they're not on right now, so I'm going to go hang out here and have some fun. What do you guys think? Hey, it'd be a shame if the O's hit into a double play right here, wouldn't it? But why are you picking on me? Why are you picking on me, though? I came here to have fun. I know. World rocked. It's got to be tough. Yeah, D. Barker, I think you've got something here. I think you're on to something. I'm just so tired of it, man. Like, there used to be a point where I tried to, like, be diplomatic about it and, like, try and, like, do that whole common ground thing, which I do like to implement in other areas of life where it actually works. But social media, forget about it. Everyone's just going to be whatever they are. They're going to stubbornly just stick with whatever. And if you call people out on anything to be true, oh, my God, the denial, the deflections, the let me try and turn the tables. Yeah, but you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me. It's me. Whatevs. Ain't got time for all that. All right, folks, top of the second. I'm done. We're done with all that. Yesterday was already enough. Must be this thin up air up here in Colorado. We'll be fine once we get back home. Right, everybody? Here's the first pitch of the second inning to Kobe Mayo. Folks, Mayo, where's that button? I have to move it back to where it used to be. Here it is.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
That pitch is a called strike. That looked like ball 2 on the outside, but the count now 1-1 on Mayo. Kobe Mayo. Let's see what he looks like this time around. The 1-1 pitch is popped up behind the plate foul. 1-2 the count. Well, I can tell you this. He's still a big boy. That is a whole lot of person right there in Kobe Mayo. 1-2 the count. This pitch is low and in. 2-2 now. Let's see what the scoreboard's looking like over here. Okay, that has a 2-2 count right now. Let's try to hang out here. Next pitch is low and in again. Gets away from the catcher. And that hit Mayo, actually. Okay. Kobe Mayo. Just a tiny smidge of the baseball. Maybe got him on the flap of his shoe. He's going to get first base here to lead off the second inning. All right, that'll work. Maybe that'll give Mayo a little bit of confidence. See that? See how easy it is to get on base? You don't even have to swing the bat. All right. Cedric Mullins looks at strike 1.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Ced hitting .222, 13 homers, 41 driven in. And this one's hit on the ground. This could be 2. They go to second for 1. Mullins can run, though, and he beats out the relay. It'll be a fielder's choice. That's a double play for a lot of guys, but Ced's got the speed, and he beats out the relay. 1 out, runner at first. James McCann coming up.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
I'm here to hang out and have fun. That's too bad. He didn't get through the first inning. McCann was 0 for 4 in his last ball game. This pitch is in the dirt, maybe just above the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, runner at first. The Orioles lead at 1-0. Final game of a 3-game series, tied at 1 apiece. The Orioles really need this ball game. Next pitch is on the outside. McCann reaches for it, goes to the opposite field, and the right fielder is there in the gap to make the catch. Jake Cave catches out number 2 here in the second inning. McCann down on a fly ball. That should bring up Jackson Holliday, folks. Jackson Holliday hanging out here at Coors Field, just like he did when he was a little tyke. He has a big hit in this series, a triple. Otherwise, relatively quiet at the plate. He does have a stolen base as well in this series. 2 of them, actually, I think. He's finally starting to run the bases a little bit. Want to know the count on Jackson. Runner at first. The pitch. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. I'm telling you, this feels like an afternoon where a lot of guys should be finding their swing. I'm really hoping we pound out about 15 hits today. Double-digit runs, 15 hits. Let's go. Pour it on. Come on. 2-0 count on Holiday. The pitch. That is right in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Holiday's average right around Stephen Hawking's IQ. 2-1 pitch is called strike 2, outside edge. All right, Jackson. Show me what you can do. 2 strikes. There is Dad. It's either Matt Holliday or the situation. It's hard to tell. They both look very similar. 2-2 pitch is swung on a miss. He chased 1/2 a foot off the plate. Strike 3. Inning over, but the Orioles, no, they don't score. That was the first. Nothing. We've left 2 men on base through the first 2 innings. That's what the Orioles have done. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Baltimore. We are starting more positive today. Let's hope so, Chilo. I don't know. Maybe you're a little bit late. First inning was not the most positive in the Charm City chat. I'm trying to get through just a normal. That's just all right. But maybe it's just with the growth. I don't know. Maybe I just need to expect. Wait, what is this thing about under my skin? Hold on. Something got under my skin. I should find out. Hanging out and fun comment really got under your skin. Yep, I'm floored, Terry. I'm shaken. I'm actually considering signing off because of all the trauma I'm currently going through. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know what to do. Honestly, it's I'm just stuck. How about a recap? All right. Well, Gunnar Henderson scored Austin Slater on a base hit in the first. 1-0 Orioles. Zach Eflin is back. And there's your summary. How you doing, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, what was the comment yesterday? Maybe I should pull it up. This was a good one. I'm glad people take the time to do this. Let's see. Go to my channel. How do I get to this? Oh, I do have something I want to do later today. Hey, David, how you doing? David, you've been quiet on me. I thought we were friends. What's up, David? Let's see. Would have been on the previous game, probably. Oh, look out. Thai commercial. Oh, you know what? I might have to look for it later. Folks, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Who is this sitting up in the stands? And we got a fly ball to right field on the 0-1 pitch to Brenton Doyle, and Anthony Santander makes the catch. Just like that. 1 up, 1 down. Orioles defensively left to right. Slater, Mullins, and Santander. Mayo at third. Gunnar at short. Holiday at second. Rivera at first. McCann behind the plate. Zach Eflin has got 4 outs already on 12 pitches. Here's the first pitch to Toglia. Swing and a miss. Zach Eflin being very economical so far. And he may need to be. I got a feeling Eflin's pitch count limit is going to be a little bit lower than normal. Swing and a miss. He did not have a rehab start after the injury. So he's straight back into the rotation after some extra time away. And that's got me thinking it might shave 10 or 15 pitches off of his normal pitch limit. 0-2 the count here on Toglia. Next pitch is low and outside for ball 1. 3 a.m. games are tough, I tell you what. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else. Does that even make sense? Here's a swing and a miss. A tag by McCann to complete the out on a strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
5 outs on 16 pitches, including a pair of strikeouts for Zach Eflin so far. I mean, this is as economical as it gets, folks. And that mustache is kicking some butt, too. Here's a comebacker. Up the middle to second base. Gunnar Henderson playing near the bag. He fields, throws to first. In time, inning over. 2 shutout innings on 17 pitches with a couple of strikeouts tossed in. Zach Eflin, we miss you. I miss you so much. Oh, Zach, I miss you. Welcome back, my friend. We need you. We head to the third, 1-0. Top of the order coming up. Folks, you know what? I am feeling like royalty today. There we go. All right. That's right. I'm the king of my channel. And I run this here chat. I wonder if people think that. I wonder if people are like, oh, this guy really is just, he's so, what's the word I'm looking for? He's power hungry. He's power hungry running this chat. I don't know. I'm allergic to stupidity. I don't know. I'm just trying to stay healthy, I guess. All right. We are chilling like Bob Dylan. Why is Melanie Newman looking like she's working at TGI Fridays right now in the broadcast booth? Why does Melanie Newman look like she's working at Ruby Tuesdays? Why does Melanie Newman look like she's working at Applebee's right now? Why does Melanie Newman... Ben McDonald doesn't look too impressed with the bowl of whatever the hell that is. Austin Slater fouls off the first pitch. What the hell's going on here? What am I watching? It's like she's going over the menu options. The 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Belt high on the inside corner. The 0-2 to Austin Slater. That's low and away for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Slater walked and scored his first time up. That ball's hit on the ground at second base. Rogers has it over to first in time, 1 away. That fastball's only 88 miles an hour. 88 miles per hour? Why, I would need 1.21 gigawatts in order to handle a pitch like that. Here's Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
He swings at the first pitch, grounds to shortstop. And Tony's retired very quickly. No, not even time for a single tater. Folks, somebody put one tater up just to mark the occasion that Anthony Santander indeed had an at-bat. Because it's done. There. Thank you, Coldest. There is now confirmation that Anthony Santander did indeed have an at-bat. Here's Gunnar Henderson now. He looks at a called strike. Henderson with that RBI hit back in the first. That's where we're at right now. 1-0 ball game in the top of the third. This pitch is low. 1-1 the count. Popped straight up by Gunner. Center field. Doyle battling the sun. Makes the catch and the inning is over. Quick Orioles here. I am not satisfied getting 1 run and calling it a day, folks. Let's pick up this offense against this guy. Whoa, what happened? Oh, everything just got shut down. Everything just went kaput. Folks, it's going to be one of those nights, folks. Everything just crashed. Everything crashed, folks. I'm back. I know, everything crashed. Gonna be one of those, folks. Gonna be one of those. Why not? Now, see, if I could get some people in here to go, hey, BW, you know what? Your internet stinks. You amateur, constantly crashing. And I'd be like, you know what? You got a point. You got a point about that. Folks, we're going to be probably dealing with a bit of a delay now. Thanks to the internet. I don't know what happened. Somebody tripped a wire or something. Folks, we're going to do our lag check here in a sec. But I'm going to wait until maybe this yellow banner goes away. Hopefully things will kind of normalize as they tend to do in these situations. Hey, let me also report this, folks, for this channel with this lousy host that's just constantly being confrontational with everybody. Yesterday, we smashed a record in terms of concurrent viewers. That is to say, first pitch here to Jake Cave is swung on and missed by Zach Eflin. The count is 0-1. That is to say, when you're live and you're in the chat and you can see the number of people watching right now, like how many people are in here in the room, we broke the record for that by damn near 40-50%. The previous record was somewhere in the mid-200s, like 230s, 240s. Yesterday, at one point, we had 350 or so people in here. Here's a swing and a miss. Zach Eflin is on fire.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, Zach Eflin is in a mood. So, yeah, folks, congratulations, everybody. The channel blowing up. Ton of people here yesterday. This pitch is fouled away. And, folks, a Saturday night game against the Rockies isn't exactly, a headliner. So, it's good, a good sign. 0-1 the count to Beck. And that pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Janet, endearing. Is that code for tolerable? We're here for your tolerable personality, BW. This pitch is head off to the right, foul. Still 0-2. And see, with that joke, I'm going to wait and see if Janet responds, and then that'll kind of be like a lag check for me. It might be a while. 0-2 the count. I don't know what happened, Jonathan. Did I say something else? This pitch is off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Okay. Again, I'm probably going to have to do a lag check. Jonathan, are you here to pick on every word I say, dude? You've been here for several games. Here's a swing and a miss on a strikeout by Eflin. You see that? I left out the phrase on a strikeout by Eflin. Not a swing and a miss by Eflin. A swing and a miss on a strikeout by Eflin. Okay, Jonathan? Another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, oh, good. Well, welcome back. You took your medicine. Good to hear. Want to know the count? The pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the third. Yeah, Jonathan, I got you. Okay. Yeah, you can give me an audit report after the ball game. Thanks. You can just audit everything. You can do like an umpire scorecard for me. But even as bad as a call by an umpire that's made, guess what? The fan doesn't get to jump out, stop the game, and go, hey, that's wrong. This one is swung on and missed in the dirt. They throw to first to complete the out. I think Zach Eflin just struck out the side. But hell, if I could enjoy it. I don't know. I'll leave it up to Jonathan. Jonathan, did Zach Eflin just strike out the side?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Thank you, Jonathan. I've met the bar of an average umpire. Gee, thanks.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
God. Just so many charming personalities out there, folks. I'd tell you what. Just, I'm swimming in them. Just swimming. We head to the fourth, 1-0 Orioles. By the way, was there, was that striking out the side or not? I don't want to say the wrong thing, heaven forbid. I don't really have that information on this particular screen. Let's go over to this screen. All right, Jonathan. Well, number one way to prevent it is to not, correct me on stuff that in the end isn't really that big of a deal. That's probably the best thing to do. You know, if I'm calling 300 pitches in a game, if I get one slightly wrong, just let it pass, dude, unless it's got some actual impact on the ball game. Then call me out. Then that makes sense. Here we go. David. Folks, what are we going to do about Dave? Of all the people to now. It's all good, Jonathan. I'm look. And again, folks. Eloy Jimenez takes one low and that looked like it almost hit him on the foot. I guess it didn't. Oh my God. All right. Folks, I gotta have a lucky. I gotta have a lucky man. It's top of the fourth. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Let's go. Come on, folks. Well, now Janet just said the word no. And you can't say a no during... it's just... I don't know. Janet, I'm kidding, of course. But, It's ball 4 to Eloy Jimenez. Folks. Wrong button.
I'm walking here.
The Yankees have tied it up at 7, huh? Well, what are you going to do? We got a TCOB, right? What the hell are we doing here, Harry? Our pets' heads are falling off. Emmanuel Rivera takes a called strike knee high on the inside corner. Runner at first, nobody out. 1-0 Orioles, top of the fourth. Hey, folks, let's do a lag check. I say a number, you type it in. The number is 5. I repeat, the number is 5. Type it in super fast. Pitch. That one's lifted into left field. And carrying back near the track, but in front of the track, the catch is made out there by Jordan Beck. 1 out in the top of the fourth. And the 5s are just coming in. So there you go, folks. There's a bit of a lag because of that issue earlier with the stream. My apologies. It's going to make our interaction even more Here's Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
And that's a line drive base hit in the right center field. And the ball gets past the glove of the right fielder and goes all the way to the wall. Eloy Jimenez is coming all the way around to score. Mayo is in the third. The Orioles lead it 2-0. Oh, doctor. And I'll wait for that delay for everybody to celebrate. Kobe Mayo with a base hit in the right field. Jake Cave put the glove down and the ball just kept rolling on past all the way to the wall. Mayo's at third with only one out. Mullins takes a called strike.
Folks said now you know what to do.
That's the second Rocky error already. I'm not sure if Mayo gets credit for a RBI or not, because that should have just been a single. This pitch is popped up by Mullins to right, and it's going to be too shallow. You think, is somebody going to get this ball? Nobody gets the ball. The second baseman never went out to even try to get this ball. That was way too shallow for the right fielder to catch, and the ball just drops. Coming in to score is Mayo. It's 3-0, and the Rockies look like the awful team that they are. It's 3-0 Orioles.
It's magic, you know.
Folks, this ball, by the way, here's a near wild pitch on a ball in the dirt to James McCann, who's got a 1-0 count. That ball hit maybe 20, 25 feet into the outfield. The second baseman never even went back on it. Folks, I've seen balls twice as far into the outfield that the infielder goes out there to at least attempt to make a play. What the hell was going on with Brendan Rodgers there? 2-0 the count on McCann. I mean, with Rodgers just stuck at second base, I thought that ball was hit farther than it was. And I just kept watching the right fielder come farther and farther and farther in. Unbelievable. Yeah, and Eloy Jimenez had to haul ass. He had to move that body. 3-0 count to McCann. That's a strike taken all the way. Yeah, but he doesn't deserve it, Chilo, because, again, it's really a single. So, you know, Eloy Jimenez is not scoring from first base on a single. He's barely scoring from second. This one's drilled by McCann to left. Going back. Looking up. Bye, birdie. James McCann has blown it open. The Orioles have finally found the offense. Home run number 5 on the season. 429 feet to straightaway left, and it's caught by a fan in an Orioles jersey. It's Orioles 5, Colorado nothing.
It's magic, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Folks, well, look at this. Wow, people are just showing up suddenly with a 5-0 lead. Suddenly, everyone's showing up to the party. Jackson Holiday coming up. Base is empty, 1 out, 4 runs in. First pitch to Holiday's in there for a strike. Oh, McCann knew he got that one right off the bat, especially in this ballpark. Holiday struck out his first time up. This pitch is swung on and missed. And Holiday's in an 0-2 hole. With the situation, his father looking on. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, a 4 spot. It's time for a lucky. This pitch is popped up. Center field should end the inning. No, it shouldn't. It's only the second out. Your boy does need a lucky. That's only out number 2. I'm not used to all this offense. Back to the top of the order, Austin Slater.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
And he swings and misses at a pitch low for strike 1. All right. Boy, things are so much better when I can just focus on the Orioles doing good things. Here's a ball hit on the ground to first. Toglia will pick it up, take it to the bag unassisted to end the inning. But the Orioles put up 4 runs. A Kobe Mayo single with Eloy Jimenez scoring on a fielding error. Ced Mullins with an RBI single that scored Mayo on really what should have been another error. That ball should have been caught. And then McCann. I mean, folks, let's be honest. I mean, the Rockies defensively, this is one of the worst defensive games I've seen all season long. Whether we're talking about us or the opponent, the Rockies in this game, they've only got 1 error on the board, but they've been really bad in the field today so far. That's a huge reason for that rally right there. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Orioles. The Rockies have an error, and we'll just leave it at that. As we head to the 5th inning, Zach Eflin is dealing. Folks, oh, it's so much nicer when, things are going well. Hey, what's going on with that other game? Should we be following it like pitch by pitch between innings? I don't feel like it. I'm not that desperate. Whatever happens, happens. I do enjoy watching them lose, though. Yeah, it's still tied, but where are we at? What inning? Who's up? What's the sitch? We're talking about Jersey Shore here, people. What's the situation? Huh? I got some gym tan laundry to do here. Is that Michael Phelps? I can't tell, folks. Is this Michael Phelps hanging out with the Orioles? That dude knows how to rip a bong hit. Here's a breaking ball for a called strike. Who is this in the booth right now? He's got a bun up. He's got a beard. I've never seen Michael Phelps with a beard, but that's who I thought it was at first, but now I think it's not him. Who is this guy? I should know, shouldn't I? I'm sure he's extremely famous. The 0-2 pitch has popped up on the infield. Coming in is Rivera, long way, and he makes the catch. That ball was very near the catcher's position, but Rivera came in to make the play here. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Zach Eflin is a carousing. It is Phelps? Okay, so I got it right. All right. Yeah, that Michael Phelps, he knows how to rip a bong hit or two. Oh, yes, Soren, I believe it. In fact, I might have been in the room. He's had a beard for a while. The beard and the bun. Okay, we finally got a label up here. All right, so I got it right the first time. Your boy ain't lost it. Even though he does look a lot different than his early Olympic days. Here's a swing and a miss. You can still see the Phelps the Phelpsness. Muttley. Hey, it's a 0-2 count on Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-0 Orioles. Everything's been going our way so far, which is something I'm not used to saying, so let me enjoy it. This pitch is hit into center field, right center. Long run for Mullins. He makes the catch in the gap. Said Mullins tracks it down, 2 away. Top of the 7th, 1 out, runners on first and second for the Cardinals. All right. I'm sorry, but what are you wearing on your head, BW? It's my Burger King crown. It's my Burger King crown. It's what I like to wear. It's my Burger King crown. Woo! Woo! It's my Burger King crown. Hey, the 0-1 pitch to Ryan McMahon is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, folks, do you remember back when you used to go to Burger King, you got a burger and they gave you a crown? In Thailand, they do that every time you get a burger. This pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. That's right. Old school. This pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. You're not down with the crown? Two pitch to McMahon is hit in the air to left field, heading toward the corner pretty deep. That ball's going to hit off the wall and foul ground. My goodness. So Michael Phelps hanging out in the booth. He's got an Orioles jersey of some sort on. Interesting looking jersey there. Is that standard issue? What is that? We've never had a jersey like that, have we? This one's line foul off to the right. Still 2-2 on McMahon. Colin, how dare you ask a question like that? Of course, nothing replaces the hat. I'm just chilling on with a crown on right now. That's called strike 3 on the outside corner. 4 very, very nice innings from Zach Eflin.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, as long as Eflin's doing what he's doing, this crown ain't going nowhere. I ain't changing nothing. And none of you better change nothing neither. You heard? Any unusual menu items in Thailand? Jeremiah, I could spend the rest of my life trying to tell you about stuff out here that ain't normal. Hey, I'll tell you, I got a snack here, though, but it's not Thai. I think it's from Japan. They're called Hokkaido sandwich cookies. All right. That's my little snack to go with the coffee. A little biscuit cookie action with some kind of strawberry something or other in the filling. You got that over there? That's right, Book Doc. There's one number up there, and it's in the right place, the error column. And that's all we need to say about that. Ooh. How's everybody doing? A mixed scorpion. Well, if they did, I can tell you, Mr. Hyde, it'd be a lot more nutritious than a McRib. Hey, there's a picture of the younger Michael Phelps. That's the Phelps I remember. And here's the older bearded Michael Phelps in the batting cage. Michael Phelps, Olympic champion. Marylander. We got Phelps. We got the Babe. I mean, what are you gonna do? Wait, I got the wrong lighter. This one ain't working. Anthony Santander at the plate.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
First pitch is popped straight up behind home plate and gonna be dropped by the catcher a couple of feet in front of the screen. My goodness. This Rockies defense, pretty shaky. This pitch is fouled straight back. 0-2 on Anthony Santander, leading off the top of the fifth. 5-0 Baltimore. Looking to take this series, a series they should be taking. No error charge to the catcher on that dropped foul ball. Line drive, a foul ball here from Tony. Still 0-2. Oh, we've got a new pitcher out here, folks. The Bird is the word. I believe his name's Jake. Jake Bird. Folks, Bird is pitching to the Birds. It's bird-on-bird action here in Colorado. And whatever you do, folks, do not Google the phrase bird-on-bird action. It will not give you the results you thought you were looking for. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Santander. Oh, he got a piece. That's a foul ball. I'm sorry. Santander's still alive. Jake Bird got a 2-2 record, 5.40 ERA. 26 appearances, 284 average opponents against. This one's in the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, I'd say the defense is a little bit rocky. Just a little bit. 1-2 pitch to Anthony Santander is swung on, and that one is fouled away. How did he get a piece? Look at Ben McDonald and Kevin Brown absolutely locked in here with Michael Phelps. All right, the 1-2 to Tony is low, 2-2. The Cardinals have taken a 10-7 lead over the Yankees. Folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Swung on and hit into the hole at third base, and Tony is going to not beat it out. Wow, what a play by Ryan McMahon, who was shifted over toward shortstop, had to backhand this ball at third base and get off a strong, accurate throw. My goodness, that is very, very nice by Ryan McMahon. One out here in the fifth. If Tony was just a shade quicker, he beats it out. Gunnar Henderson is at the plate. Where's the button? First pitch is a called strike.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
10-7 St. Louis over the Yankees. In the top of the seventh. Lovely. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground, and the shortstop has got it. Over to first in time, 2 away. BW, could you say if Burger King is the same menu in Thailand as it is around here? No. It's got everything the U.S. has and more, Bruce. Everything and more. They've got some weird some weird alternative choices. Eloy Jimenez is at the plate. If I can think of an example, I'll give you one. And he takes a called strike. He takes a called strike. I think the last time I ordered Burger King, they had something on the menu called a samurai burger. Does that exist in the States? A samurai burger? This pitch is fouled away. 0-2 on Jimenez. Nope, no bugs, no scorpions, no bats. That would probably be the Burger King somewhere, I don't know, in Towson. Might have some bugs. It might be a Burger King maybe in East Baltimore, West Side. I don't know. Take your pick. All right. Bonsai burger. Nice. This is a pitch up and in on Eloy Jimenez. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. No, it's not. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I stink. Oh, the customer service here is top notch because it's like these American franchises out here. They're like test franchises. They test new items and like all of the stuff they're supposed to do, like they follow all of it to a T, which is why you get things like a Burger King crown when you go over there. Towson catching some strays. I didn't mean to throw Towson under the bus. I don't know what's going on. This pitch is off the plate. Check swing, no swing, full count on Eloy Jimenez. Hey. I almost went to Towson State. I got some love. I just had to throw out a random town. What do you want me to do? This pitch is low and away, and that is ball 4. All right.
I'm walking here.
What am I doing? Let's go back to this page. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So Jimenez draws a 2-out walk. And Michael Phelps is getting interviewed like he's on the Dick Cavett show. All right. Here's Emmanuel Rivera now. He takes a called strike. Runner at first, 2 down. We're in the top of the 5th. Orioles lead at 5-0. 4 runs coming back in the 4th inning. 2 down here in the 5th. And this pitch is fouled away, 0-2. Say what you would about Dundalk, but they can take a joke. Hey, I got nothing but good things to say about Dundalk. Look, folks, I'm always a fan of the underdog, no matter what the situation is. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is a called strike 3, and that is a tough call. Rivera just hangs around at the plate. Everybody else is gone. Umpire left, catcher left. The field is clear, and Rivera is just left there going, how the hell is that strike 3? It wasn't a good call. Rivera gets called out on strikes, though. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-0. Orioles. Cardinals up now 12-7. Yes. Yes. Hey, Jeremiah. Well, I'll tell you what. Going to another country and opening a restaurant and cooking the food you like, I mean, that sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a dream. I hope you can do it, man. That sounds great. A lot of people do it over here. I mean, I got access to cuisine from all over the world. I'm very fortunate. I can eat some German food one night, some Korean food the next, some Indian food. I had Indian food for dinner tonight. And it's all authentic. It's all from people like around, you know, when you live way the hell out here, you know, if you look at this part of the world as like, you know, the size of the U.S., I mean, where I am, India's kind of like I don't know what Denver would be to Baltimore. You know, it's within the country. It's not crazy far away. So there's great food from all over the place around here. Very fortunate. But the Thai food is the best. It is. That's my favorite. All right, I sound like I'm stoned, so I should probably finish this roach. That way I know that I'm high. All right. Folks, 3:16 a.m. local time. How's the like button doing? What's the count like today? Folks, I highly recommend you give Thailand a chance before it's too late. Before, you know. There aren't many places left in the world that aren't completely just overrun by Walmarts and Starbucks. You know? I mean, out here, places like Burger King, it's a novelty. It's a bug. It's not the feature. You know what I'm saying? So if you're sick and tired of driving from one red light Starbucks to the next on your commute to work or something, yeah, come on the hell out here. Things are different out here. But you got to be open to things being different. That's kind of how it works. Here's Togley at the plate, and this pitch is going to be flared to second base, caught by Holiday. 2 down here in the 5th already. Wait a minute. Where was the first out? Zach Eflin is pitching so fast, I can't keep up. He somehow has 2 outs in the inning already. Even the scoreboard here hasn't even gotten to the batter. It says 2 outs, though. Here's Nolan Jones, 0 for 1. First pitch to him is a called strike on the outside corner. Okay, I guess there was a glitch in the ESPN matrix. The man. Yeah, sushi, yeah, plenty of Japanese places as well, Bruce. In fact, there's actually a Japanese, sort of fast food version of Japanese food here. This pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. First out was a nice charging catch by Mullins. Was it on 1 pitch, Rob? I mean, I can't believe how fast Eflin's blowing through this lineup. This pitch is hit on the ground, dropped for a sec by Holiday, picked back up. He throws to first in time. 5 innings complete for Zach Eflin, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, folks, at this point, mods, we have to actually remove comments like this last one. Because, folks, we have to know how this works. We have to know how this works, folks. This is how I'm going to put it. Zach Eflin is doing very well right now. All right? Thank you. Folks, if baseball isn't your number one sport, maybe you don't know. But when certain things, and when I say certain things, really, there's only one thing that you just don't talk about. That thing is happening right now. So we're not talking about it. Jonathan pointing out 49 pitches through 5. I know. Absolutely incredible performance thus far. Incredible. Kobe Mayo is going to be due up. Mayo. Kobe swing and the ball go far. Me say Mayo. All right. I think I got my own point on that one. This coffee needs a little bit of juice. This first pitch is swung on a miss by Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
We are in the top of the 6th, 5-0 Orioles. And a swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Now, see, Mr. Hyde, there's a prediction or something that you can talk about all day long. Yeah, let's see it. It'll be a great time. 0-2 pitch. Check swing on a pitch off the plate outside. Bird still on the mound here for the Rockies. His second inning of work. The 1-2 to Mayo is inside 2-2. Yeah, Calvin, none of us were aware, man. None of us knew. None of us knew. Thanks for the update, man. Swing and a miss. Mayo goes down on strikes. Calvin, come on, buddy. What are we doing, man? We got to know the rules about these sorts of things, my friend. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Here's Sed Mullins. First pitch is high for ball 1. Mullins 1 for 2. Base hit, RBI, and a run scored in that 4-run 4th inning. This pitch is just a bit high, 2-0. Hey, Calvin, you understand, right? You understand the whole, what we're trying to do here? Just making sure, buddy. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one's popped straight up. Right at the plate. And the catcher, Romo, makes the catch. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Folks, come on out September 8th, a week from today. So next Sunday, when the Orioles take on the Rays, the first 20,000 fans, 15 and over, will get an Orioles cap. That's right. It's not the hat, but it's a hat. Here's James McCann. He takes a called strike. Fastball, inside edge. McCann blasted a 2-run bomb to cap off that 4-run rally in the 4th. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Bases empty, 2 down. Top of the 6th. The 0-2 to McCann is popped up right field. And coming in to make the catch is Jake Cave to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles have left 3 men on base. They have 5 runs on 5 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. They lead it 5-0. Let's go. Oh, I think I can tolerate. I think I can tolerate the umpire just fine. So far, so good for me. Speaking of new subscribers and likes, let's take a little inventory. Folks, yesterday we had, 160 likes, something like that. Wow, the view count is not even 1,000. Folks, this is an intimate affair. And you know what? This is a good thing. I'm happy about this. I'm happy that I might be watching something really special going on. This is like when you see a really good band at a really small venue. It's more intimate. It's more fulfilling. I don't know about you folks, but give me a band in a small venue with maybe not the best state-of-the-art sound system over a giant arena any day of the week for that rock and roll experience. Anyway, we got something going on here, folks. Oh my God. I can't. Charm City chat doesn't understand. Charm City chat doesn't understand. There's ways to kind of talk about it without talking about it. Folks, consider this a lesson. I'm not acting crazy, all right? I didn't take crazy pills. This is standard stuff going on right now, all right? Zach Eflin's on the mound. 49 pitches through 5 innings. All right. Jake Cave at the plate to begin the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a called strike. That's right, Matt. You said it. Oh, and 1 the count. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2, a foul tip, according to the home plate umpire. Cave struck out his first time up. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit softly toward third, and it's going to roll fair for the first hit of the ball game. Now we can talk. Eflin loses a perfect game and a no-hitter on a really tragic way, as this pitch is hit softly, weakly, on the third base side by the left-handed hitter, so Rivera not playing near the bag. And that ball just rolls, stays fair, just a maybe 1 foot fair. So there you go, folks. Whatever you call it, it's been lifted. Whatever, it's lifted. Speak freely. I apologize for we had to follow some rules. All right, now we can talk. This pitch gets away. A wild pitch will send the runner up to second base, and it's a 2-0 count now on Jordan Beck. Not by me, Free the Turtles. How you doing? And by the way, I'm completely on your side with that. Free the Turtles. I'm with you. Two 2-0 the count on Beck. And that pitch is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. In the past 6 innings, Zach Eflin has been absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. And he gave up an unlucky hit. And that is ball 4. So now he's given up his first walk. And that'll get a meeting on the mound with James McCann. Well, not a meeting. McCann. Oh, here they come. McCann is going to walk back to the mound with Eflin. So a bit of a squibber of a base hit, and now a walk here with nobody out. Now we got to put all that behind us and worry about getting the job done here, minimizing the damage, if any. Zach Eflin, 2 men on base with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. I can't believe I got another. This is a double play ball. Holiday flips to Gunner. Back to first in time. Take 2 guys off the base. 2 down, runner at third. Folks. And wait a minute. Go back to Holiday. Let me take a look at these sunglasses he's wearing. I swear, Jackson Holiday looks like he's wearing sunglasses worn by like James Spader in Less Than Zero. What are these like 80s? What are these Elton John? What is Holiday wearing? This is a nubber back toward the mound. Eflin picks it up, goes to first. Inning over. Tovar is out quickly. Zach Eflin, 6 shutout innings on 58 pitches. The no-no and the perfect game are gone. but that's okay. We're still watching perhaps the best pitching performance of the season by this team right now. We go to the 7th inning, 5-0 Orioles. I think Eflin can go all the way. He can go 9 innings. It could happen. I didn't think I could say that because, again, he's been injured, and I didn't think his pitch count would allow him to get deep enough to even consider it, but it's so low. It's so low right now. Good grief. The Cubs are up 14-1 on the Nats. The Bears with a couple of TDs. I mean, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at on the pitch count here? 58. 58. Folks, we're going in the 7th inning on 58 pitches. It hardly happens anymore, the man. It hardly happens. I mean, there might be 2 or 3 pitchers that have more than 1 in a season anymore, and that number might be 2 or 3. Like, I think Zach Wheeler can give you a complete game 2 or 3 times in a year. Hey, Lola. What's that on your head? A wig. What's that on your head? A wig. I say, what's that on your head? A wig. It's my Burger King crown, Lola. Hey, folks, guess what? Tomorrow is Labor Day, which means I got to be up in the middle of the damn night again as we begin a 3-game series with the Chicago White Sox. You're going to want to be around for the next 3 games, folks. Why? Because we're going to win 3 games. We have to. They stink. Anthony Molina, right-hander on the mound, in relief of Bird. And the first pitch here to Jackson Holliday, he goes opposite field, and it gets down in front of the left fielder for a leadoff single. Jackson, where are you at, buddy? Holliday. Celebrate. You know, if we took a holiday, and if we took some time to celebrate, it would be so nice. Here's Austin Slater.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
First pitch is off the plate outside for ball 1. Anybody remember an 80s movie where a high school kid gets bit by a vampire? Jeremiah, there's probably about half a dozen of those. I was going to say Once Bitten with Jim Carrey. Mr. Hyde is in there. That was Jim Carrey and what was it, Lauren Hutton? But there's a few others, like Fright Night has got some vampire action going on. Teenagers. So there's a couple of others. Austin Slater's got a 2-0 count. Fright Night's a good little movie. This pitch is up and in. 3-0 on Slater with a runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 7th. The pitch is taken in for a strike. Erica is so glad to have found me. Thanks, Erica. Jeez, that's really nice.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Jackson Holliday takes off and steals second base. Suddenly, Jackson Holliday is running every time he gets on base. Why it took so long, I don't know, but the speed of Holliday has finally shown up. His 3rd steal in about 4 or 5 games after not having one until just a few days ago. This pitch is called strike 3. Slater was ready to take off the elbow guard to take a walk. He can't believe it. Pitch looked like it was right on the edge of the zone, though. Yep, top of the zone, right on the inside corner. Just a very, very good pitch. Sorry about that, Austin. Here's Tony.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
And the first pitch is a called strike, and that's another tough call. That was an inch or two outside. 0-1 on Anthony Santander, who's 1 for 3 today. At Matt, are you going to unblock Elgood? Free the Turtles, I thought you said you were Elgood. Are you not happy with this name? What are you doing, buddy? You're already a red flag with your multiple accounts. 0-2 the count on Anthony Santander. And that pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out. Folks, get them taters up. The more the merrier. It's a tater party. And everyone's invited. This pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. How about a little bugle action? Oh, by the way, I can take off the crown now. The crown was not going anywhere with what Zach Eflin was doing. That pitch is high, ball 3. So if anyone was wondering coming in, like, why are you wearing that crown? What's going on, BW? When are you going to ditch the crown? Well, hell, not until maybe now. Here comes the payoff pitch. That one is hit to the opposite side of the infield. A 1-hopper to third. McMahon looks the runner at second back to the base and throws to first to get Santander for out number 2. All right, 2 down in the 7th, and it's Gunner time, folks.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
That's right. How's that going? Is mom putting out or what? Mr. Hyde says keep it on. This pitch is low for ball 1. Gunner 1 for 3. RBI single. Back in the foist. Back in the foist. That's right. I don't say first. I say foist. The proper way. Must be a hot day in Colorado. What few fans are here. Flapping some. Oh, here's a base hit in the right field for Gunner. Coming around and scoring is Holiday. A 2-out RBI single. And the Orioles now lead it 6-0. Folks, this should be normal. Gunner driving in a run. Holiday coming in to score after stealing a base. This feels like the Orioles that I want to see every day. Every day. 2-0. 2-0. What the hell am I talking about? 6-0 Orioles. And Gunnar Henderson has just stolen second base. Meep, meep. The first pitch to Eloy Jimenez is a strike, and Gunnar swipes a bag. Folks, we are running on all cylinders. We're running, we're fielding, we're pitching, and we're hitting. The 0-1 to Eloy is swung on a missed 0-2. Eloy. Will this be the game to spark a run? I mean, everything's clicking today, and then you got the White Sox for 3. How do you not keep this momentum going and turn this into at least a 4-game winning streak? And then we can build it from there. We got Tampa after that. Let's frickin' go. I'm ready to go on a run. The 1-2 to Eloy. Called strike 3. That pitch was low. And this ump has been trash. That's quite the gut, by the way. My goodness. My goodness. Who's hiding under there, sir? There's a guy with a Nick Markakis jersey. Recently inducted into the Oriole Hall of Fame, Nick Markakis. It is hot in Colorado, 92 degrees. Folks, guess what? Coldest knows what to do. It's the 7th inning stretch. We're not at home. but we're kicking ass like we're at home. So why don't we throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, if Eflin was able to throw a perfect game or a no-no, I don't think anybody's sitting here talking about how terrible the umpire is. Like, has this umpire been bad? It appears so, and he's getting worse as the game goes on. He's had some bad calls on us, but I ain't going to sit here and worry about it as long as we walk away with this win. Let's go. A one-hitter from Eflin. He's been fantastic. Oh, great to have him back and looking like this. I mean, not only is he back, but he's looking like this. I mean, he's already impressed, and now he's leveled up. Zach Eflin, folks. I mean, right now, I don't think there's enough time left in the season to formally anoint Zach Eflin as the ace of the staff. But right now, if you're asking me who do you want to play in a one-game winner-take-all game, I don't know, man. I might want to go with Eflin over Corbin right now. Maybe this will light a fire under Burns' ass after a few bad starts. Now he knows that we got a 1A and a 1B at the top of the rotation. You hear that, Corbin? That is a call out on you, my friend. Let's pick it up. Let's get back to that Cy Young pace Corbin Burns. Aunt Jemima got canceled. Oh, well. I was sick and tired of the reruns anyway. Yeah, after season 12, it went downhill. Predictable. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Everybody up on their feet. I guess they're still doing the stretch. Erica, you've been laughing a lot today, huh? It's good. Laughter is good. Sometimes I need mushrooms, but any way you can get there. The most pitches in any inning today by Eflin was 14 in the 4th, averaging less than 10 per inning through the first 6 innings. What a pleasure it has been to watch him on the mound today. He's got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up for the Rockies, beginning with Brendan Rodgers. First pitch is a called strike at the very tippy top of the zone. Eflin has been throwing the ball right where he wants it to go all day long. The 0-1 pitch, right on the outside edge. And see, look, folks, that's not a strike. That's not a strike, but we're getting that call. On the outside, 0-2 the count. This pitch is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Witch cheeks. I see what you did there. This one is swung on and fouled off to the left. 1-2 the count on Brendan Rodgers. Tell you what, it is a nice ballpark here in Denver. This pitch is fouled away off to the right. Too nice of a park for a team to be this lousy. I say that with all due respect. This pitch is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Rockies have had great attendance over the years. They've always drawn well, but even a team that draws well consistently can only tolerate a team with a record like this stage of the season. There's a called strike 3. Zach Eflin. Good Lord. The man is painting.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Please do not interrupt Zach Eflin. He is painting right now. Do not disturb. Allow him to paint. There is one on the bottom of the zone for a called strike to Ryan McMahon, 0 for 2. McMahon is 0 for 2 on the day. He swings and misses at this pitch. Why the umpire indicated so as a strike, I don't know. We kind of knew it when he swung and missed. Eflin has thrown first pitch strikes to 18 of the first 21 batters he has faced. This one's fouled away. Still 0-2 on McMahon. Base is empty, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles in very good shape here to win this series, and they really had to do it. This was not a game they could afford to lose. This pitch is off the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still got work to do, though. 2 more outs here to go in the 7th, and then 2 more innings left for the Rockies to play with. Off the plate outside, 2-2 the count now on McMahon. Folks, thanks for hanging out on your Sunday afternoon. Hope you're back again tomorrow afternoon. Maybe you're doing a little bit of barbecuing. This pitch is swung on and missed. Zach Eflin, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, I don't mean to, talk out of turn, but...
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
I think you're seeing history being made right now. Zach Eflin, new ace, picked up by the Orioles. There's a ball hit on the ground. The third baseman, Rivera, cuts Gunnar Henderson off, throws to first, and it's not in time. Brenton Doyle beats it out. And what do you say about this? Should Rivera have cut Gunnar off? You'd think so, because Rivera is moving. He's taking his body toward the bag. Gunnar's moving away from the bag. Either way, I think Brenton Doyle with that speed is going to beat it out. He's on first base with 2 down. Michael Toglia now at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. So just the second hit of the day given up by Eflin. Both hits have been infield singles. As this pitch is fouled behind the plate. No balls and 1 strike. All right. Somebody is screaming out there in the chat. I can't see it. My vision stinks. The 0-1 pitch. That one's lined into right and down for a base hit in front of Santander. Going first to third is Doyle. And the Rockies have got a 2-out Raleigh cooking right here. First and third, 2 down. Eflin on 74 pitches. And the likelihood of going all the way here is dwindling fast. Not that he needed to. Again, the timing isn't great. If Eflin was all the way up to full speed, you would think he could go 100 pitches easy. But I don't think Brandon Hyde's going to let him get up to 100 pitches. I think they're probably going to pull him somewhere around 85. So we're talking about another 10 pitches maybe. There is activity in the Oriole bullpen right now. Matt Bowman, the right-hander, getting loose. James McCann is back behind the plate. after a brief visit. Nolan Jones at the plate. Runners at the corner. And 2 down. And the first pitch is right in there with the fastball. Cut fastball at 90 miles an hour. Jones is grounded out both times up. Doyle's at third base. And who's that? Rogers at first? Who the hell just got on base? I already forgot. Toglia. My bad. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 21 of the first 24 batters. I'm sorry, that was ball 1. Whatever. The count's 1-1. I admittedly am running out of fumes here. Coming up on 4 a.m. 1-1 pitch to Jones is off the plate outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. BW, if Hyde takes out Eflin, I hope they don't replace him with Soto, Kimbrel, Dominguez, or any former Philly reliever. Well, Bruce, I understand what you're saying, man, but all 3 of those guys, in all likelihood, are going to be on this team through the end of the year. There is a chance one of them might get cut going into the postseason. There's a chance. There's a called strike to Jones. I mean, if it gets to the end of the season and Kimbrel is looking like garbage, we can just cut him because he's only under 1 year of a guaranteed contract. So what are we sacrificing? Basically nothing. I mean, the year is over. Here's a line drive base hit in the left center field, and that's going to get the Rockies on the board. Eflin has finally gotten touched up here in the 7th inning. It's still 1st and 3rd, and it's now 6-1 Orioles. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 down. Make Kimbrel the team hairstylist. That is true. Hey, you're still under contract. We've got some work for you to do. We want you to keep Dean Kramer's bun in check. Keep that man bun all in check. Okay, we got Drew French out here to have a chat. Oh, my God. Oh, Rob, no, stick around, Rob. Oh, I love this. You know what I'm impressed with, Rob, is how much you're able to cram into the character limit that you're afforded for one comment. Please, nobody remove this. No, please. Bring it back. I'm in the middle of reading it. Please. Is there any way to get it back? Oh, wait, I can do it. No, I want this, please. Rob, it's great to meet you, bud. I'll get to you in just a sec, okay? Hang in there. 2 down, runners at 1st and 3rd. Jake Cave at the plate. First pitch is popped foul out of play. 0-1 the count. The most annoying, unlistenable jackass I've ever heard in my life. Enough with the ignorant cakes on the griddle, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Your tempted humor, asinine ignorance. All right. Rob, the floor is yours. Please teach me in my ignorant ways. Please elaborate. Elaborate on my ignorance. I'd like to know more. We got an 0-2 count on Jake Cave. 2 down, runners at the corners. Oh, I can't wait either, Rob. I'm sitting here with bated breath. Yeah, me too. Could you elaborate, please? Help me out, Rob. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, what about it, Rob? What's ignorant about it? That's the question. Still trying to get an answer out of you. You seem to be having trouble with it. That's the question. What is the ignorance about cakes on the griddle? I don't care what the hell your name is, dude. What's the ignorance? Could you explain it, please? This pitch is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jake Cave. No, I really want to. I want to try and get this nipped in the bud. What is the ignorance about cakes on the griddle? Please, just a brief explanation will do. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Eflin strikes out Cave, folks. That is 7 innings in the books, 1-run ball. Tip your cap to Zach Eflin for a fantastic start. Just a little bit more baseball and less individualism. I don't even know what that means. It's his ignorance for not knowing hot cakes. Yeah, I don't know, Soren. I don't even know what this means. Just a little bit more baseball and less individualism. Oh, do you mean and less? More baseball, less individualism. So when it's the 7th inning stretch and we do the tradition of Thank God I'm a Country Boy, which features the lyrics, Cakes on the Griddle, in case you didn't know, what about that isn't baseball related? A, we're in the middle of a timeout. There's no baseball going on. We are acknowledging the 7th inning stretch. Every other sentence is an annoying conjunction with grammar of a 3rd grader. Okay. Please, Rob, I apologize for being the least intelligent streamer doing play-by-play on YouTube. Feel free to go and watch all of the other way smarter, way more clever guys out there that are doing the same thing. My lack of baseball etiquette and knowledge. Rob, please, share one example. Please. Please elaborate. I love examples. Rob, the floor is yours. Tell me more about my lack of etiquette with baseball and understanding the rules. Here's a swing by Emmanuel Rivera. That ball's grounded up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman, throws the first in time. 1 away here in the top of the 8th. I'd like to know how I screwed that call up. The way you say it, the way you have to say it after every 7th inning, after every game. So, Rob, you've been here for several games, and this is the sword you want to fall on? Really? This is the sword you want to fall on. You've been here for several games, so you know what we do. And you're just so incensed about a tradition that lasts all of 15 seconds per game. Do you understand how you're the one that's batshit crazy, dude? I'm sitting here with a plastic Burger King crown on my head, calling a ball game at 4 o'clock in the morning, yet you're the one who's batshit crazy. Here's a ball hitting the left field by Ryan O'Hearn. It's caught for out number 2. You're absolutely out of your gourd, dude. You're out of your gourd. It doesn't surprise me of your lack of knowledge of anything anybody says to you. You have to get upset every time somebody confronts you. Well, Rob, when that somebody is somebody like you, being a complete douchebag, yeah, this is how you get treated. Sorry. What do you expect? How do you expect to get treated? You dope. How's that? How's that for being nice? Hit on the ground to second base. Mullins is retired. Top of the 8th over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Orioles 6, Rockies 1. Anything else on your mind, bud? Honestly, your number one issue is the 7th inning stretch. Who does surprise me? Okay, let's start over here. Maybe you're feverishly typing so fast in order to get your points out that you're missing a whole lot of punctuation and grammar things going on, Rob. Maybe you're a little bit flustered. Who does a surprise me that you know anything, much less anything I have to say to help you improve your attitude? It's all about your attitude, dude. Nothing but attitude if anybody has the balls. All right. I'll try to figure out whatever that meant. I'll work on it. I don't even know how to respond to gibberish. How do you combat gibberish? Folks, it's the bottom of the eighth. I hope you're enjoying the ball game. You want an example of the 100 missed you make every hour on the hour. The 100 missed. I don't know. I would love an example of anything, Rob. Maybe an example of literacy. That would be nice. Whatever you got, bud. Let me know. Bottom of the eighth coming up. Jordan Beck at the plate. Since I have the floor, there's an example every hour on the hour. It's all about you, not about the Orioles, not about the game. Rob, what the hell are you talking about every hour? It's about, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. What's going on every hour? What's going on every hour, Rob? Please. Explain. Matt Bowman is on the pitch. Just waiting for any of this gibberish to be explained, Rob. Just waiting on it. Floor is yours. Oh, wait, another paragraph. Hold on. I've been here for listening to you 50 games. 50 games. And this is how you want to do things. So for 50 times for free, you got a place to go. Somebody's calling a game for you. You're following the Orioles. But because of a seventh inning stretch, 15-second tradition, by the way, here's a comeback liner to Bowman. He makes the catch for the first out. Jordan Beck lines out to the pitcher for out number one in the bottom of the eighth. So you're welcome, dude. You're welcome for the 50 games worth of me helping you get through your job, calling games for you. It's the way you call the game that sucks. So 50 games worth of me sucking. That sounds like a you problem, Rob. That sounds like somebody doing something over and over and expecting different results. I think they call that the definition of insanity. Yeah. Well, there's always a chance for something new in life, huh, Rob? Aren't you glad you met me? Here's a ground ball to second base. Holiday over to first in time. 2 down in the eighth. Yeah, the game is, we got the game under control. I'm calling it. It's the Rob Show. I don't know what you mean by ignorant attitude. What do you mean by ignorant attitude? An attitude is an attitude. An attitude. You can be ignorant on a topic. You can be ignorant. Ignorant attitude? I don't even know what that means. Okay. All right. Fair enough, Rob. Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take that trade-off. I think that's as close to common ground as we're going to get. This pitch is high. 1-1 the count on Ezekiel Tovar. 2 down, bases empty, bottom of the eighth. Gregory Soto, the lefty, getting loose for the Orioles. All right, now we're just repeating ourselves. Rob, there's no need for the redundancy. Wait, what does that 10-cent word. I'm an idiot. I forgot. I've got no vocabulary. What was it? My sentences don't construct correctly or something? Well, I can't even remember what the... I don't even remember. 2-2 the count on Ezekiel Tovar, 0 for 3 today. And the pitch is swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. Say you're an idiot. How many times do I have to say it, idiot? Or, yes, you're an idiot. How many times do I have... I don't know. How many times do you have to say it? It's up to you. This pitch is up and in, full count. Up to you, Rob. How many times do you have to say it? That's a question only you can answer. Gotcha, Rob. Well, I'll be happy to hear from you in game number 51. This pitch is off the plate for ball 4. 2-out walk to Ezekiel Tovar. Man, I really hate this content. Boy, I better tune in tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Now you're typing idiot 3 times in a row. So now this is a ground ball to Holiday. He's going to step on the second base bag for the force to end the inning. We go to the 9th inning, folks. 6-1 Orioles. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Just work on being less annoying, okay? Yeah, just work on being less annoying, okay? Okay? Hey, guess what, Rob? With people like you not in chat, things are less annoying because I just call the game. That's all I do. I call the game. I have some fun with people. And that's what normally happens when people like you aren't here. All right. Anything else? Since, I'm not worth listening to forever again, right? Why are you still here? This is like the end of Ferris Bueller. I'm in my robe, walking out of the bathroom, wondering why you're still here. How's work, by the way? James McCann is going to lead it off for the Orioles. Baseball, folks. All right. Every day. It's a daily occurrence now. Ah, man. I tell you what. All right, we're heading to the 9th. And maybe be happier with like a bot doing the game. Ground ball to second base. It is a 4-2-3 put out. 2 outs. Orioles 4, Tigers 2. Justin Lawrence is on to pitch for the Rockies. 49 appearances on the season. Right-handed pitcher. Forgive me for my ignorance. I am AI. I am learning as I go. James McCann at the plate. First pitch to McCann is inside for ball 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with me. I like this version. I think I like this better. Want to know the count on McCann? Next pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Hey, BW, I just want to tell you, never listen to the haters. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't look back. You have a full road ahead. Just keep doing what you love, man. That's the plan, Jonathan, and I appreciate it. Here's a called strike to McCann. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baseball, everybody. What do you think? Here's one hitting the deep left center field. This ball is going to get down and roll. McCann will chug into second base with a stand-up double. Stand-up double for McCann, folks. That is a sprinkler and a little bit of a splash. Tell you what, he's a tough guy, that McCann.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
Here is Jackson Holiday. Oh, man. This pitch is a little bit up, a little bit outside, apparently, for ball 1. Folks, thank you for tolerating my ignorance on a daily basis. The 1-0 pitch is outside 2-0. In fact, what is this sport anyway? What am I watching? Badminton? I don't even know what I'm watching. What is that? What's that white spherical thing that keeps getting thrown around? There's a called strike. 2-1 on Jackson Holiday. Runner at second, nobody out. We got a message coming in here. Here's a check swing roller by Holiday. This could work out. The throw down to first is in time. Holiday is out on a ground ball to the pitcher. A little check swing roller there. Folks, we got a message coming in here.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Please light Rob up. I got you there, Zinks. Please light Rob up with your Harry Carey impression. Okay. Here's a swing and a miss by Austin Slater. All right, I gotta get into the mindset. Hold on.
Who are you kidding, Preppy?
Hey, I need some water too. If I'm gonna do this, I need to get hydrated. Hold on. I got dry mouth. By the way, who is Harry Carey? I'm not familiar. Are you talking about the ancient Japanese art of suicide whenever you go on some sort of mission? Oh, you mean that, Harry? Oh, latte for Rob bashing. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, this isn't exactly the way I was hoping to, cultivate the super chats, but
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
1-2 count on Slater. The pitch is swung on, lined right to third, and they try to double off McCann, but the second baseman's not on the bag for the throw for McMahon. So 2 down, runner at second base. All right, let's see here. I'm actually quite tired. I don't know if I'm going to pull off a decent Harry. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the ball game. It's the top of the 9th inning. The Orioles ahead 6-1. 2 down in the inning. Here's Anthony Santander. First pitch is fouled away. By the way, happy birthday to Rob. Rob, whose last name I've already forgotten. In fact, he's very forgettable when you think about it. There's a called strike to Anthony. 1-1 the count. By the way, Rob Peel of Peoria, Illinois. Happy 4th birthday to Rob. This pitch is up and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Who we got up? Soto's still getting loose for the Orioles. I'd do more than that, folks, or I'd do better, but I'm ready to go to bed, to be honest. I'm a little bit tired. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second base. Santander at the plate. The pitch hit on the ground, third base side. That's a fair ball. This could be a infield hit, and it is. Santander beats it out. There's always a big shift on when Tony's up. Whenever he hits a ground ball on the third base side as a left-handed hitter, this is the result. You get yourself an infield hit. So first and third now, and Tony's going to be lifted for a pinch runner. And the Rockies are going to make a pitching change with Gunnar Henderson coming up. Gunnar getting the Gunnar treatment once again. How many times do we see it, folks? Every time Gunnar comes up late in an inning, a new pitcher is out to face him. And that is the case here. First and third, 2 down, top of the ninth, 6-1 Orioles. Call to the bullpen going on right now.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
My ignorance about cakes on the griddle. Yeah. I can't wait to go back for this. I'm going to have to put a little, what do you call it? A little piece of paper to bookmark this one on the website. This is a memorable one. Rob, what game is this? What game are we on now? 130 what? Where the hell are we? 138. Game 138. Rob, you did it. Hey, folks, let's look at some out-of-town scores. By the way, hey, look at that. 2050 in the house. 2050. To all the 2,050 people subbed up, thank you for tolerating my ignorance. All right. By the way, folks, between now and tomorrow's ball game, I'll be working on my attitude. Cubs all over the Nationals, 14-1. The Cardinals, or should I say the old St. Louis Rams, beat the New York Jets, 14-7. Hey, Jackson Holiday is already Gunnar Henderson is already at the plate. Colton Cowser's in the run for Anthony Santander at first base. Gunnar is 2 for 4 with a pair of singles, a couple of runs batted in, and a stolen base.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
The 1-0 pitch from Lawrence. Lawrence the lefty. I'm sorry. Justice. Make that Justice. The lefty on the mound for the Rockies. He's got a 2-0 count now on Gunnar Henderson. And this pitch is, wow, that looked like it caught the zone, top outside corner, but Justice does not get, well, no need to use that pun. He does not get the call. 3-0 the count. And the pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. The Rays are in the bottom of the ninth. They trail the Padres 4-3. The Guardians beat up on the Pirates earlier 6-1. The Tigers defeated the Red Sox. That's got to be the final nail in their coffin for a playoff spot. This pitch is low and outside for ball 4. Gunnar Henderson takes a walk. Where's the button?
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
The Mets shut out the White Sox 2-0. So Chicago White Sox will be coming to town on another losing streak. Let's keep it that way. The Twins edged the Blue Jays 4-3 after getting smoked yesterday, 15-zip. Here's Eloy Jimenez up at the plate. First pitch to him. That's a called strike. Bad call by the ump. Bad call.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Bases loaded, 2 down. The 0-1 pitch to Jimenez is a tapper, and it's going to roll foul. And you can, man, the thing about Eloy, just start running. That is exactly the thing about this guy that does not make me happy. As soon as he swings, he just stands there and watches the baseball, wondering if it'll go foul or not. Well, if it doesn't, dude, you ought to be running, shouldn't you? And he starts to run, but he needs every moment he can to get down the line anyway with his speed. So, yeah, don't stop and stare, man. Start running if you don't know. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Jimenez strikes out, and the Orioles leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Baltimore 6, Colorado 1. The Astros defeated the Royals today 7-2. There's a 2-2 tie in the top of the 10th between 2-2 tie in the top of the 10th. Let me try that again. 2-2 tie in the top of the 10th between Texas. That's too many T's. Texas 2-2 in the top of the 10th. This is tough. 2-2 with Oakland. And what else is going on? Marlins up 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th on the Giants. Sorry about that, the man. Mariners, please wash it out quick. Get that head under a sink. Mariners 2-1 over the Angels. That's in the 5th. Diamondbacks all over the Dodgers. Going into the 5th inning, they lead that one 9-1. And coming up tonight, Phillies and Braves. That's about an hour and 50 minutes away. There's your out-of-town scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Folks, there's the screen. Coming up for the Rockies, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. A lefty, a righty, and a lefty. Gregory Soto had been getting loose, so I'm expecting him to come into the ballgame. Colton Cowser is going to stay in the ballgame and play left field. Austin Slater is going to move from left field to right field, and Soto is indeed on the mound to replace Matt Bowman. 55th appearance of the season for Soto. Look out, but it's been a few nice outings for Soto in a row. They have come in situations, most of them like this, in low leverage situations, although last time out he came in a 5-5 ball game and kept it 5-5. Craig Kimbrel then blew it. This was all yesterday. All right. Bottom of the 9th, here we go. Ryan McMahon at the plate. 3 outs away from taking this series and splitting 6 games on this road trip between the Dodgers and the Rockies. And I think, folks, that's kind of what you would expect. A West Coast trip, one team being the best record in baseball, the other second or third worst. You're walking away with a split. There's a called strike to McMahon. It is now 8 straight scoreless innings for Gregory Soto. So there you go. Credit where it's due. There's a swing and a miss. The count is 0-2. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try and erase history. As his ball's hit on the ground through the left side, a base hit. Soto, I was just about to atone for saying some words about you earlier in your Oriole career, and you give up a leadoff single. Maybe I should just refrain for now. Maybe I'll just refrain. Brenton Doyle is at the plate. 1 for 3 today with a single back in the 7th inning. First pitch to him is up and away for ball 1. Rutrow. Want to know the count. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back right behind the plate. 1-1. This Brenton Doyle. Rockies got themselves a nice young player in this guy. And they've got a lot of other places to upgrade, though, that's for sure. This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Terry misses Rob. Oh, man. Hey, thanks once again, folks, for the super chats. Swing and a miss. And Doyle strikes out. Folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Gregory Soto has struck out Doyle to begin the 9th. 1 out here. Runner at first. Toglia at the plate. And that pitch is on the outside edge for a called strike. Folks, BW has an announcement to make. For everybody watching right now, guess what? As this pitch is off the plate outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Guess what, folks? You have passed the test. That's right, you have passed the test. If you've made it through today's ball game with all the shenanigans going on with your boy BW, you have passed the test. And what have you won? Well, wait till you hear it. You're going to love it. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop engaging people like Rob from now on. All right? And save you guys the trouble. This ball's hit on the ground softly to third, barehanded. Throw to first is not in time. It's an infield hit for Toglia. 2 on here with 1 out in the 9th. Folks, it's the least I could do. The least I could do is to go back to doing what I do best, which is being an ignorant play-by-play caller. I'm not here to, do whatever that was every single ball game. We had a little something going on the game before, and I'm not trying to make this a habit. So, bare minimum, the Labor Day game, I don't care what the hell's going on. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. This ball is fouled at the plate. 1-1 the count on Nolan Jones, who's up there with 2 on, 1 out, and Sir Anthony Dominguez is getting loose in the Oriole bullpen. Chilo, did you think I would do that? Chilo. Did you think that I... Wait, how do I do this? I'm forgetting how I do this. I think I can do this. I just got to figure it out. But I'm going to miss the game. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Folks, don't go anywhere. Because I'm trying to do the thing right now. The pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where is it? Why can't I do it? Let's try it this way. Full count now on Nolan Jones. First and second. 1 out. Here comes the payoff pitch from Soto. And this one's hit on the ground. Second base. They go to second for 1. Back to first. Double play, and this ball game is over. Hold on a sec. The Rockies say they want a challenge. So hang on, folks. Hang on tightly. The Rockies say they want a challenge. Now, wait a minute here. Why am I not able to do the thing I want to do? I'm trying to do the thing. Folks, hang in there. This game should be over. And it's over. The Baltimore Orioles have won the ball game. The final score, Orioles 6. Oh, wait a minute. Is it not over? Oh, geez. I thought the umpire had already made the decision. We're still waiting. The runner is safe. This game is still going on. Hang in there, folks. First and third with 2 down, I think. First and third with 2 down, I think. Sorry about that, folks. This game is not over, even though ESPN says it is. All right, ESPN is trying to get everything back in order. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Jake Cave. Goodman, a right-handed hitter, at the plate right now. And the first pitch to him is swung on and missed, the heater at 99. I have no ability. Okay, I'm going to have to just close this entirely and reopen it, I guess. That's the only thing I can think to do. Folks, nobody go anywhere. Hunter Goodman at the plate. Nolan Jones just took second base on fielder's indifference. And what happened here? That's it. The game is over on strike 3. Goodman strikes out. Good Lord, what a terrible call.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, final score, Orioles 6, Rockies 1. And a bit of a weird way to end the ball game, but we got there, folks. We got over the hump. And I'm trying feverishly to get this thing up and try to do something special here for the Charm City chat. Hang in there. It's oh so close. Hang in there right now. Hopefully now it's going to work. Why it wasn't working before, I don't know. But I have a feeling. Okay, here we go. Folks, check it out. This is what I'm about to do. Folks, 5 people are going to be Magic members right about now. Let's see if you're one of them. Ta-da!
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Look at that. Goman, I know you. Soren getting a free membership. How about that? Worth the wait. Huh? Yeah? Oh my God. I'm looking at myself now on the screen, and boy, does this thing really make my forehead look way bigger than it already is. You can project a drive-in movie on this forehead. Let's go back to the crown I'm used to right here. This is better. This is much better. All right. Folks. Yeah, nice binoculars.
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
Hey, come on back tomorrow for the Labor Day game, and I'll give away 5 more memberships. Got me a membership. Apologies to Rob Peel for not winning a membership. Sorry about that. They say ignorance is bliss. All right. Final score, Orioles 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Rockies 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors. The winner, Zach Eflin. What a ball game. 7 innings. He was fantastic. 1 walk, 4 hits, gave up 1 run, struck out 9. And most of those hits came in the final inning of work. Block with the loss. He's 3-7. He goes 4 innings, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits and a couple of walks. Struck out just 1. A home run from James McCann. Everything else, 4 other runs scored in the non-home run way. The Rockies have 2 errors on the board, but man, they made about 5 or 6 mistakes in the field. Otherwise, nobody got hurt today. That's good. Very happy about that. Yeah, Kobe Mayo was back with the team and got a base hit, so that was good to see. He scored a run. Holiday had a hit today as well. And Gunnar coming through with a couple of hits and a couple of RBI today. So some guys you want to see get hits got hits. The bullpen did their job. Soto did give up a couple of hits in his one inning of work, but he continues to throw scoreless innings. And that pretty much wraps up how things went today here for the Orioles. Let's take a look at tomorrow's home game. That's right, folks. You got to jump on a plane and be back on the East Coast for a game in the afternoon tomorrow. That doesn't seem all that fair to me, but that's the hand that we've been dealt. Somebody's feelings got hurt. Terry, what happened? I'd hate to hear somebody's feelings getting hurt. That's right, folks. September baseball. We're here. Tomorrow on the mound. And this is perfect timing. Perfect timing. Corbin Burns. Hey, buddy. I know the last 2 or 3 starts have not really been all that good. Not really your style. Maybe you took a look at what Zach Eflin did today and said to yourself, you know what? I can do that. And maybe he will tomorrow against the hapless White Sox, coming in with a record of 31-107. They are 13-53 on the road. 13-53. Chris Flexen has a record of 2-13. And this, folks, I mean, Benintendi is the home run leader with 15. Gavin Sheets is the RBI man with a 241 clip. He's not even slugging 400. His on base is barely 300. I mean, this team. We got to take care of business. Don't get me wrong. We better do it, man. This team is bad. This is going to be at 3:05 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, folks. 3:05 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on the air at 2:55 p.m. And I can't wait to meet some more of you fellow bird watchers out there. Maybe you've been watching, I don't know, about 50 games worth up till now. Maybe certain things kind of get under your skin.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
I don't know what those things could possibly be.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
But whatever they might be, come on back and let out all your frustrations on me, I guess. I don't know. Whatevs.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
All right. Thanks to the mods in the Charm City. Oh, you know what I should do? Anybody calling the game right now? Red Sox are done. Mets are done. Oh, wait a minute. There's another. PAS has a second guy doing games, and he does Rangers games. This guy might be on. His name is. Sorry, dude, for sleeping on your name. Come on, I know Cameron. It's Cam or Cameron. Let's take a look. I might send you on over there right now. Folks, a really low turnout today for what was a really great pitching performance from Zach Eflin. And some rather crazy, that's not where I want to be. Some rather crazy interactions with the Charm City chat. Braves, Phillies. No, that's not it. If I just type in Rangers Athletics, will that magically pop up? Athletics. It's not the dude I know. I'm not sending you to some random place. Only the people I know. So never mind. I tried. All right, it's 4:45 a.m. I'm going to try to get an hour of sleep in before the sun comes up. and rest my ignorant mind. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. And again, Labor Day tomorrow. Hopefully you're going to have a nice 4-day weekend or 3-day weekend. What the hell do you call it? I don't know. Hopefully you're hanging out. Yeah, let's not encourage. This is not for entertainment, folks. Look, it's going to happen from time to time. I'm saying I'm not going to do it anymore. It's an empty promise because I'm human. Something might trigger me to do it again, but I am going to make an effort to just nip it in the bud as soon as possible. When people say some stupid stuff, you know, sometimes I can let it slide, but if I'm not going to let it slide, I can at least, you know, I can condense the back and forth down to maybe, I don't know, a few minutes or less. Not a 3-inning conversation. I know, folks. I am trying to learn. I am trying to get better. I really am. But, you know, I'm just a dude. Just a dude doing the best he can do. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. But I'll continue calling Oriole games. I am an idiot. All right. That's going to do it. Hey, Janet, Matt, Rob, not the other Rob, the good Rob. Thanks for the help. Hey, new Magic members, enjoy the binoculars. Current Magic members, thanks for your support. Super chatters, thank you for your support. And everybody else, thank you as well. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Come on back tomorrow afternoon for Labor Day baseball. Till then, folks, this has been the Bird Watcher, and I'll chirp at you later. The Orioles win. The Orioles win. Thank God the Orioles win. In fact, is this up to date? We're 1 game back? Are we 1 game back? Is that up to date? I think it is. Are we really only 4-6 in the last 10? Is this up to date? I gotta know. I did my best. Scores, schedule. No, I want the standings. Help me out here. So it's a half game. All right, so that was not up to date. I thought that was the case. So, folks, we are half a game behind the Yankees. We've played 1 more game than they have, and we've lost it. So we're a half game back in the loss column. Mr. Hyde, that's right. A great 80s soundtrack, by the way, on that movie, Last American Virgin. Just once, can we finally figure out what we've been doing wrong? Let the magic live for more than just one night. Hey, what's going on? BW Postgame Show Wanted. Isn't that what this is? I love A24. They make the best movies. It's the only studio I go to with any regularity. Everything else I don't watch until I hear a lot of positive buzz. And not the kind of positive buzz. Terry, I did watch Maxine. And I got to admit, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I got to admit, following up on the heels of X and Pearl, I thought Maxine was kind of underwhelming. I mean, it was still entertaining. It was still that A24 kind of quality I like, but did not give me the kind of satisfaction I got from the first 2 movies of that trilogy. It just didn't have those moments. Whether it was the acting or the kills in the movie, they weren't as effective for me as the first 2. Not bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Please, don't, not bad. But, yeah, I did see it, and, my hopes were very high, so I was a little bit disappointed, but it's not bad. Join us You folks want to hang out for a little bit? I don't mind. I'm going to have one more lucky and go to bed. How about that? There's 59 people here. It's an intimate affair. Feel free to go. But I mean, let's face it. This was a tough game to call today. My goodness. I mean, now that we're just here, now that it's just friends, now that only friends are here, feel free to give me some feedback. What's working? What's not working? What were the highs today? What were the lows? I can take it. I'm a big boy. I'd love to hear some feedback while I smoke one final lucky and hit the sack. Twister, the movie? Janet's down for hanging out. I wish there wasn't such a huge lag. That's the only problem. There's a giant lag. Like 15 seconds or something. We won. Yay. I don't know. Like, here's the deal. What am I going to do? Right? It's abundantly clear that my personality doesn't really mesh with the typical YouTube content creator mentality. Right? Like, I guess I'm the kind of person that still walks around thinking and acting in a way as if technology didn't really exist like it does, and I treat interactions with people like I would if it were face-to-face. And folks, if I'm face-to-face with you and you're a stranger and your first interaction with me is to say something negative to me or about me, how do you expect that interaction to go from then forward? It's called first impressions. I'm just reacting like a person normally would to other people's behavior. I don't really know how else to behave other than what I always thought was normal with this whole, YouTube streaming thing. I guess there's a different way you're supposed to act. You're supposed to act differently. I don't think I ever learned how. That could be my problem. Oh, do you think this is kind of like a... So you think that guy today was all for that? It was such a strange thing. I mean, if what he was saying was true, to listen to somewhere around 50 ball games, that's like 150 hours of listening to my voice. How do you listen to somebody for 150 hours before finally going, yeah, this guy is an ignorant idiot? That doesn't say a whole lot about your ability to find content to listen to, does it? Anywho, it's all very interesting. Hey, thanks, Erica. I appreciate it. Again, folks, I'm chilling out with a lucky till I go to bed. So if it's awkward in here, that's okay. What's not true, Shantae? You got to be specific because I say things and then I immediately forget. He just doesn't like fun. He said it was the only way he could listen. Oh, I gotcha. So, in other words, I was providing him a service that he could not otherwise have. Providing a service he could not otherwise have. Which means he's going to continue to listen. And hate me. I don't get it. It's weird. It's like you walk by a table somewhere that has free water and there's just somebody sitting there like to just replenish the water whenever it's going low. And it's just free water. And then somebody stops by one day and goes, you know what, that water you got, it was room temperature. Like, you can't even like chill the water. Like, what is the problem? I don't know, bud. How's your free water? You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? You want to do some trivia, Janet? So it finally broke him. It was the 50th time. You know, I'll tolerate this idiot 49 times, but 50 times is a bridge too far. I've had enough. Wait a minute. This water, has this been through quadruple filtration or only triple? This is unsatisfactory free water, and I demand an apology. Hey, Fitz, how you doing, bud? Fitz, the Red Sox, it's pretty much over, huh? What are we looking at here with the wild card? Eh, 4.5 back. The Twins have lost, or excuse me, the Royals have lost 5 straight. So there you go. The Astros swept the Royals this weekend. What a huge series that is. And man, the Red Sox, despite losing the last 2, just 3 games over 500, there is still life in that wild card race. Somebody's going to have to get red hot. I don't know if the Royals are going to continue to lose like this. They've got a pretty good team. But right now take a look right now at their run differential, folks. Plus 93. That's better than us, okay? Only the Yankees have a better run differential than the Royals in the American League. But right now, they're clinging to the last wild card spot. I think Rob was saying about you having no knowledge. That's not true. You do. Oh, well, I appreciate it, Shantae. I mean, do I have all the knowledge? No. I certainly have some, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot. I don't have it all. But, enough to do this channel. Yeah, I mean, I would not be doing this. Okay. Several people have asked me whether or not I would do Ravens games, and I'm not going to do Ravens games. Why? Because I know plenty about football, but as much as I do about baseball, as passionate as I am about baseball, no. So I would be giving you a, what do you call it? A substandard version of whatever I'm doing here, which for a lot of people, what I'm doing here is already terrible. So imagine a worse version. Yeah, I'm going to stick to what I know. I know baseball. I said this before, folks. I know 2 things. Tetris on original Nintendo and baseball. That's it. Everything else, I've got some knowledge, depending on the topic. But those are the 2 things I feel confident in saying, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That's it. A lot of you people out there know a whole lot more things than I do. I know 2 things. I only know 2. So I'm not bragging here. But it just so happens that one of the 2 things is baseball. So that's why I'm here. Hey, Fitz, are you still around? In my humble opinion, Rob would like you if you were less annoying and ignorant. All right. Well, Mr. Hyde, I'm going to get to work on it. I swear. Even while I'm asleep tonight, I'm going to subconsciously improve. Do I ever plan on moving back to Baltimore, just out of curiosity? James, I'm a never say never kind of guy. But I have no plans. I don't have plans, James, but you never know. If I do come back to the States, that'll be the first place I go. That's for show. But, yeah, I kind of enjoy living out here. This is my 10th year. Unbelievable. By the end of this newest visa, it'll be September 2025, marking the 10-year anniversary of coming out here, September 2015. Unbelievable. 10 years. That is a significant portion of one's life. I've spent the last 10 Halloweens out here. Do I know people in Thailand? Yes, Terry. I have managed to communicate with other people and know them. It's very, very weird. It's you meet people and then you wind up knowing them. Adley can bench like 600. I say we let the Philadelphia Eagles borrow him until he's out of his rut. Yeah, do you think Adley might help him out if he played a little football? I'm not dismissing that idea. Maybe do some punting, be on the special teams. I guess I should have asked how you end up going there. How was Halloween out there? All right. How was Halloween out there, Shante? It's you know, it's like Halloween is a lot of places outside the U.S. It's like it's observed. Like people will dress up. You'll go out on the town if you're wanting to go out and do something on Halloween night. You're going to find places where people are dressed up in costumes and what have you. But that's it. There's no trick-or-treating. There's no real build-up to it. It's just kind of Halloween night. People dress up and like they would on any night going to wherever they go to hang out. They just dress up. That's about it. But it's fun. People like... The big thing around here is that people like to dress up like ghosts and the dead. Everybody's all about zombies, walking dead, and ghosts out here. Not really into those other types of costumes. Just dead people. Y'all don't watch football. American football? Not much. Not out here. Global football. Soccer. That's big here. It's big at a lot of places. All right, folks. I'm done with the cigarette. I am exhausted. I'm sure you've already said why, and I probably missed it, but what brought you out to Thailand from Baltimore? Well, first of all, I wasn't in Baltimore when I moved out here, James. I've been up and down the East Coast seaboard, somewhere between Philly and Raleigh, North Carolina, for most of my adult life. I've lived in D.C. for some time. But yeah, I came out here because at the time, my job, you know, I was working, writing for NBC Sports, writing about the English Premier League. And just a light bulb went off in my head one day. I had developed a neurological disorder called trigeminal neuralgia, which severely affected my day-to-day life and just normal activities and stuff, and it still does. I have to work around it. So I had a very nice job where I'm a writer, and I can just sort of do my own hours, work from home on my computer. Nobody's hanging over my shoulder going this or that. I got my deadlines. As long as I meet the deadline, I'm fine. And once a light bulb went off in my head that like, wow, this is a job. I don't have an office. I'm sitting here in North Carolina right now in an apartment with a roommate. And, you know, I'm just... When am I going to start seeing the world? I guess maybe it was kind of like a midlife crisis thing. I don't know. But after developing this medical condition, I started to ask myself some questions like, hey, bud, like, do you plan on, I don't know, going around and checking out some of the world here before you check out? Because it's an awfully big world out there, and you've only scratched the surface. So... having the job I did, I took everything out on the road and became what they call a digital nomad. I started out in Europe and did a lot of train hopping. And I would just stay at hostels and cheap hotels and pop open my laptop, do my job. I'd go to a bar. They'd have Wi-Fi. I'd just go to a bar that had the game on. They'd have the Wi-Fi. I'd set my laptop up. I'd order a drink. I'd meet new people. And then I'd move on to the next town. And I kept doing this for a while. And during my travels, I had several different people, groups or individuals, talked about Thailand. And, maybe getting to know me a little bit about my personality. They said, you know what, I think you'd really like Thailand. And I heard it enough times where I'm like, okay, let's go. I did a little bit of research, before I came out here because, this was completely foreign to me. I didn't know how much I can get by with my English and whatever, but I got a visa, a student visa, and I moved out here taking Thai language classes at a school. So I was taking classes, learning the language, and I decided I kind of skipped over some things. I came out here the first time without any plan on staying a long time, but then having sort of fell in love with the place, I was trying to figure out a way to just stay out here. And I'm like, well, there's a way to, one of the people at a visa office, they're like, well, you can get a student visa, stay out here a year. And ever since I've been on visas, whether they've been student visas or volunteer visas, or there's a 2-year window because of COVID where you just got to kind of be here without any documentation. Got to basically be here for free for a couple of years. Am I boring the ever-living hell out of everybody? If we're down to like 10 people, I better leave. Wow. Only a dozen have left. 46 still hanging on. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Because, sorry, I didn't mean to sniff into the mic. I'm down. I'm running on fumes right now. It's after 5 a.m. The sun will be up here probably in about a half an hour. Yeah. What do you think, folks? You're not bored? I'm just wondering. Trigeminal neuralgia. Yeah, you want something to talk about? Folks, I have a condition that, I've talked about it once or twice before. But I had never heard of this. And it was a really tough, about a year and a half, where I was not yet diagnosed when this had developed. And I was going to ENTs, ear, nose, and throat specialists, because this condition, the symptoms, it affects like your sinuses and like your ear canals always popping. All this stuff is going on in your face. So between my ear, my nose, and everything, I'm like, all right, it must be an ENT thing going on. So I wasn't getting any kind of proper diagnosis. I finally was told, go see a neurologist. I saw a neurologist, and then I saw another neurologist, and they both said, I sat there within 2 to 3 minutes just explaining my symptoms, and they said, you have trigeminal neuralgia. You have what they call trigeminal neuralgia. And folks, this is a terrible condition. It's nerve pain, okay? Where's this little sucker right here? So as you can see right here are the nerves that go to your face, right? And your nerves, like all the nerves in your body, they all lead up to the base of your brain, your central nervous system. Well, right there at the base of your brain, packed in there with the nerves and your brain and everything else are blood vessels, right? The human body is just completely packed in, right? It's really amazing how much stuff gets crammed in there. But anyway, there's a blood vessel that is located right next to this nerve, right at the base, that is sort of unraveled out of place. just sort of unraveled. You know, these vessels, they're almost like spaghetti noodles or something. And they're all kind of packed in. So basically like a little vessel, like a little noodle, just kind of plopped out of place. Who knows how? But in doing so, it's rubbing up against that nerve. And will do it whenever. And what that does is just it sends the signal directly to the nervous system, just like I'm getting pain to the face anywhere here. And it just sends that signal back out to the face. And it's all on one side of your face, folks. You want to talk about interesting. There's some cases where it affects people on both sides of their face, but it's usually just one side of the face, which is so... I can't explain to you just how annoying it is. Because your equilibrium is just perpetually off. You're always off balance. Because one side of you feels completely different than the other side. It's like some kind of comic book villain. What happens is at any given time, some friction there between the blood vessel and the nerve, and just a little bit of rubbing, and that's all it takes. And your face gets the same sort of pain you would feel if somebody stabbed you in the face with a kitchen knife. It might as well be the same, but there's no bleeding, there's no bruising, there's nothing. You're just getting the same nerve pain as if you were getting stabbed in the face all the time, every day. And that's what makes it tough. Because even though on the surface everything appears to be fine, what's going on inside my face on a daily basis is the sort of thing I would not wish upon my worst enemy. It is daily torture. And there's a nickname they have for this. If I type in trigeminal neuralgia nickname, you know what the nickname is, folks? There's a reason why there's a nickname for this. And there it is. Right there. They call it the suicide disease, folks. Would you like to know more? This is known as the suicide disease because the rate of suicide for people with this condition is extremely high. I've seen reports as high as 50%. It's that bad for some people. And I was in a place mentally where I had to make that decision. And, I'm not joking. I'm over it now. But in the first couple of years of this thing, to borrow a quote from a very famous movie that we all know, I had to have one of those get busy living or get busy dying moments. Because I was spending my days in the fetal position in my bed, experiencing this pain with zero help, no medication, no nothing to stave it off, and zero idea of when it was going to go away or what it was. And I was just getting fed up. I'm like, I can't function like this. I'm tired of this. What am I going to do about this? And I chose living. And that's it. I chose, apologies for my language, but I said, fuck you. Fuck you, disease. All right? Like, you'll probably be the end of me. You'll probably be the reason why my lifespan ain't going to be so long, because I'm susceptible to stroke and whatever. I've already had a heart attack, so that's already out of the way. Mr. High, don't worry about it. Again, that's not me. That's not my, it's my choice for whenever, but this disease isn't going to be the reason. I can tell you that. If I get so old to the point where I can't get around and nothing's working anymore, I might have to make a different decision about that, but this isn't going to do it. But just to let you guys know, it's like 50% I've seen. But at the same time, folks, this condition is becoming more frequent. When I was diagnosed, like 12, 13 years ago now, it was not so common, but it is becoming more common, and I have a theory about it, and feel free to, not give a shit, but I think it's technology and our interaction with it. I think something triggers something. Whether it's your eyeballs constantly staring at screens, whether it's just noise constantly banging in your ears, whatever the case may be. I mean, I used to work in a nightclub, standing next to loudspeakers, blasting every night. Who knows if that did something? I don't know. I used to do coke in my 20s. So doing bumps up the nose probably didn't help. Who knows? I probably made a lot of stupid choices that might have led to this, or it might just be plain bad luck. But once you got it, it doesn't really go away, and there is surgery out there, but it's it's opening up your skull surgery, which I'm not really a fan of doing. And for a lot of people, the symptoms come back after a few years, even if they get the surgery. So for me, I'd rather just, bite the bullet, take the meds, and, just kind of go into a meditative state during some of these attacks that I get. I've been pretty lucky here on the air, though, folks. Only a couple of times has it been so bad where I either took the camera down or walked away for a minute. So pretty fortunate on that end. But one of the benefits of doing these Oriole games, what is so early in the morning for me, whether it's late night, which is, me getting up after sleeping, whatever it is, I'm better in the early part of the day. As every day goes on, the symptoms I have, they just get worse. And so by the time it gets into the afternoon, I'm starting to feel like, not so chipper. And my mood just gets gradually kind of, less and less fun as the day goes on. So, yeah, when I wake up, it's a new day. I'm happy to be alive. I get to see the sunrise. I sip on my coffee. I have a Lucky, and I enjoy being alive, It's a crazy little trip, this whole life thing, and I enjoy being alive. I do. It started about 12 or 13 years ago now, Mr. Hyde. And it just happened one morning where I thought, again, it was something to do with my sinuses. I was just trying to, clear my nasal passage, like it was stuffy or whatever, and trying to just blow my nose, and, it was like a battle, because this gets into kind of details you don't want to hear. But one of the symptoms is, your nose is constantly secreting fluid in order to keep the area moist, but not too moist. So we all understand how it works. And sometimes your nose will get runny, and you deal with a runny nose or whatever. Well, imagine if your nose was runny forever. Imagine if whatever signal that tells your face, you need to secrete some more fluid to this nostril because it's too dry or whatever. So start secreting it and secrete more and more and more. And that's what it does. My left nostril, I can't breathe like a normal person. There's a never-ending blockage. I try to unblock it, and I'll only get just momentary relief of being able to breathe. And as soon as I do that, it's like it's like when you put a little wand in and you blow bubbles. You put the wand in and you got that film of a bubble over the hole. It's like there's a film covering inside that air passage. So basically every time I breathe in, it's like popping that bubble like a wand. Does that make any damn sense? It's so annoying. I have not been able to breathe like a normal person now for a very, very long time. And I miss it. I miss just being able to just take both nostrils and just breathe in air all the way in. And I can't. It's never going to happen again. It stinks. All right. I think I've talked everything all the way to the end. You almost went blind because of the computer you bought. Strange things happen. Yeah, I'm I don't know, but it would seem to me that our constant interaction with electronic devices has got to have some kind of impact on the body or the brain or whatever. It certainly has given us plenty of mental health issues. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. But I think even physically, things are going on that we aren't really considering or trying to, Again, I think trigeminal neuralgia is picking up in its frequency because of the technology. We'll see. Yeah, I feel for, man, it's tough because I've got friends out there who are dealing with other things, and we share our stories about this and that, and yeah, and that's why I don't screw with phones, Janet. I don't mess. When's the last time you guys saw me messing with my phone during a stream? The only reason I have it is out of complete necessity. I don't ever use it for internet. It's just a way to order dinner at night and check some messages and things. Come back and visit Johns Hopkins, best doctors on the planet. Yeah, well, I went to one of the best neurology departments in Bangkok, and, it's ranked as one of the best in the world as well. So not to dismiss Johns Hopkins at all, but I'm not even sure if they have do they have a neurology? I'm sure they have a department, but are they? I don't know. I feel like back when I was living in the States, I looked up places to go that did the surgeries and stuff, and I probably came across it, but my wife has had constant carpal tunnel surgery and issues from computers. Folks, let me tell you this. If you don't have some sort of daily nagging issue, but you have somebody in your life that does, man, give them every break you can. Because it just sucks. It just sucks to have something that affects you every damn day and never goes away. It just sucks. I remember what it was like before this. It was way better. You just dealt with your issues here and there. Sometimes it'd be a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, whatever. But it was always a case of just waiting something out and then you're fine. But man, when you get one of those things that comes along and it ain't ever going away, it sucks. All right, folks. On that upbeat note, I have officially done my time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. The Orioles won. It's been a long ball game. And thanks for allowing me to open up with a few of you here late on. I needed it. I needed a little bit of therapy. Past couple of ball games. Can I just talk about one more thing? I'm sorry. It's just, I really just want to call the games, guys. And I want to hang out with you guys and chat and have the ability to have some back and forth and make it interactive and everything. But man, oh man. Job number one, calling the game and making sure you guys are taken care of with getting game called. If interacting with the chat is getting in the way, I gotta make an adjustment. Thanks for the kind words, everybody. Honestly, they do help me. They're not just throwaway stuff. All right. Peace, love, and the series. That's what I'm talking about, Matt. Okay, guys. Thanks so much. Please have a good rest of your Sunday. Come on back for tomorrow's Labor Day game. Until then, this has been the Bird Watcher in the hat, and I'll chirp at you later. Bye, everybody.